it going?
It's going to be a while yet, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's okay. It's good of you to come out so early.
That's all right.
How's Kelly?
I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you about that. She's been in a bit of a funny mood recently. I just wondered if you and Paddy had noticed out at surgery. Jeez.
The last time I saw her, she was upset. She's got a bit behind with her work, can't concentrate for long.
Oh, she's still brooding about not having her own place.
I'm sure something will come up for you soon.
Viv offered us a cut of shop money. Still couldn't afford to buy what she wanted. I reckon it turned her head, you know, working up here, seeing what sort of life Kim and Frank led, and...
I have to admit, it'll take you a long time to save up to buy a home farm.
I want to if I could. Lost a brother and a sister to this house. I hate the place.
Sorry, that was, really tactless of me.
Oh, no offence taken. And it's not exactly been too kind to your family either, has it? I'm surprised you've wanted to move back.
So am I sometimes, but... Chris has always felt we belong here, and I suppose I do too. I mean, this goes for me as much as you, but I like to think we've made a fresh start. Things will be better now.
I hope so.
Are you still here, Roy? I thought you were supposed to be fixing Zoe's car.
I asked Roy in for a cup of tea.
Well, that's the trouble with the British workman. Spends more time on tea breaks than he ever does working.
It is my car, my tea, and I'll do what I want with it.
Yes, all right, so I should be getting back to work anyway.
There really was no need to be so rude to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm only a guest here, but I didn't realise that meant I had to grovel to tradesmen.
Roy is a nice lad. We can hardly pretend that we don't know the family.
He is a waste of space, Zoe. I've told Kelly she'll never be happy till she leaves him.
Oh, so you can get your hands on her again.
Now that was a cheap shot. I made my mistake with Kelly and it's over. But I'm still very fond of her. She's a bright, ambitious girl, and a yokel like Roy can only drag her down. Scott. She what? Yeah, I'll tell him, but I'll be coming to the hospital myself. Look, you've got my mobile number, yeah? Please, let me know if she regains consciousness or... Yeah, of course.
What's happened? Who was that?
Scott. Kelly's taken an overdose.
No.
And what a waste of her life. I mean, she was so young, she could have had anything.
We have to tell Roy.
Shouldn't be long now. 10 minutes or so, I'll have a run in, sweet as or not.
Roy, just leave the car. We've got some bad news.
What's happened? It's Kelly, innit? She's had an accident.
Not exactly, no.
She's taken an overdose.
You wouldn't do that.
I'm afraid it's true, Roy. Scott just phoned.
Right, it don't make sense. Why would she take her own life?
Look, we don't know any more than you do. They found her in the pavilion. It was lucky they did. Well, no one's using the place, Roy. It could have been days before they looked there.
She's still alive, then?
Yeah, just.
Can't die. She can't die. Why didn't you talk to me? If she were that unhappy, why didn't you just tell me what was wrong?
I don't know.
We're near the hospital. She's still alive.
Where is she? With the doctors.
We've been waiting for news since we got here. I think we should leave them to it, Chris.
I want to stay. I want to know what happens to her.
Maybe. But I think the family needs some breathing space. They've got things to talk about.
You said you found her in pavilion.
Well, it seems like she took your advice. She obviously intended to leave Roy one way or another.
I never meant anything like this to happen. I care about Kelly. I just wanted her to be happy.
But not with her husband.
I don't need you as my conscience, Zoe. Okay, I handled things badly. I just hope nothing I said pushed her over the edge. Either way, you can forget your lecture. I feel guilty enough already.
Glad to hear it. You've got a lot more than that to feel guilty about.
Whatever you think, I do care about Kelly. We don't know what was going on in her mind. Probably some man involved. Well, you know what she was like.
That lets you off the hook, does it? Because she was easy. I expect Tom Bainbridge used that excuse too. The truth is, she was a child, Chris. A confused little schoolgirl. He was her teacher. He should have protected her. When she went to work at the holiday village, that is not the sort of work experience you should have been handing out. It's Roy I feel sorry for. He's the only one of you that loved her for herself, not what he could get. I don't know what the last straw was either, but I am sure of one thing. You started her on the road that led here. You and all the rest. If she dies, you killed her.